online. What I am going to do right now is I'm going to ask that Eric and Carole Stewart come forward, because we don't want to just have the pastor and his wife embarrass themselves. We want to embarrass Eric and Carole as well. Come on up here. We love you guys. And we are going to be blessed by hearing their stewardship witness at this time.
I'm always happy to be embarrassed, especially when I can share it with my wife. I want to begin this testimony with a testimony that really doesn't have anything to do with Carole or I. It really has to do with the cabinet members that have served with us through this campaign. We've heard from many the manner in which God has touched their lives during these last 6 weeks or so. One lady told me she's selling a diamond necklace as a contribution to the campaign. Others are trusting God to provide in a way that will help them fulfill their commitment. People have talked about how this has helped their relationship with God, their relationship with their spouse, and this has all been very encouraging. And as we've watched people, the cabinet people, work through this process in this campaign, it has caused us to be more aware of our need to work through that process in this campaign. Carole and I have always been savers. We were both raised that way. We've always saved through our employers and with a personal savings account. And during our first year of marriage, we were both unemployed, but God has provided for us over the years with steady employment and an income that provided for our needs. We've always been fiscally conservative. I've talked about this before for us, and through this campaign we realized that this is no credit to us, but it's a credit to God. We've been good stewards, and God has taken care of us over the years. As a lot of you know, Carole retired this year, and honestly, it's heightened our concern about money. If you've retired, you know that anxiety, you know that feeling. As careful as we've tried to be, you just never know if you have enough for retirement or not. Healthcare costs are a large part of that anxiety. Quality of health is another. We've always tried to create a sense of security in the savings that we had in case that rainy day occurred. Through this campaign, we've come to understand that we were obedient in stewardship, but needed to find our security not in our savings account, but in our God. And that's a hard reality for people who have worked hard for the things that we have and the savings that we have. The process of determining our giving for this campaign has been a journey in giving up that dependence on savings and depending instead upon God's provision. God owns it all. I've talked about that in front of you all. I've talked about that in private conversations. We talked about it in Sunday school this morning. All means all. Our savings, our health care expenses, our retirement, none of it is ours. As a result of this journey, we give up a measure of our security. Actually, truthfully, we give up all of our security. Part we give to the campaign, the rest we give to the rightful owner, and that's God. There are things that we will give up as a result of our contribution to the campaign. We had planned to do some remodeling in our house, which won't be happening in the foreseeable future. I just replaced my vehicle yesterday. As a matter of fact, we bought another one, and for the first time, we actually bought a vehicle that we could pay cash for. And that's it. We determined we weren't going to borrow any money on this, and we didn't. So we chose one that we could afford. When we gave our first commitment at the beginning of this campaign, we pledged $10,000, saying we believed that it was the beginning of our stewardship journey, and we were right. And truthfully, we have a different number now, but I don't think that's the final number. I think that this journey is going to continue with us for the next 3 years. And I believe that God will provide opportunities for us over and above our initial pledge to give to this campaign even more. Whatever amount that you pledge to the campaign, and quite frankly, even if you cannot pledge any amount to the campaign, my desire is that you will take the journey that we did, that you will understand that God owns everything. Because if you can get that down, and if we in our lives can get that down, then the amount really is almost unimportant at that point, because it's all God's anyway. Our pledge that we filled out a couple of weeks ago is $30,000. We believe that that's not the final number for us, but we think it's a progression of the journey that we have been on, and I hope you'll take that journey as well. Thank you.